and welcome back to On Location. And today I'm going to take you to a special place that you probably haven't heard of. That is our theme here this week, it seems like. And it's called Amicalola Falls, and it is in northern Georgia, just about where the Appalachian Trail ends. You may remember last week when we were up in the Blue Ridge Mountains, I talked about that was near where it ended. Well, this is actually nearly just where this trail ends. In fact, I think I saw a couple hikers that day that had just completed the trail. But as usual, I've got my little printout here, and you'll be seeing some pictures on the screen where this is. We've got Nala that's going to be climbing all over us, no doubt, and sitting on our picture. So let's go ahead and get started. As I said, it's in northern Georgia, just north of Atlanta, about an hour, hour and a half. And I actually hiked up from the bottom of the falls to the top. Pretty strenuous, at least for me, but I finally got to the top, and it actually starts out as just a very little stream. I know we have some video and some photos, and this is late fall, so especially in the video footage, you can see there's not a whole lot of color, but I was able to actually extract some. I think you'll be pleased with some of the results. I know that I was. So this first one we've got here, we've got the little bridge here and the streams coming down. Just a nice, very pleasant place to spend some time. I think during the summer you can actually have a bite to eat there or something like that. But I love the cascade here. We did enhance the colors a little bit, but you do notice that some of the leaves still have that little bit of an orange, reddish tint to them. We just accentuated a little bit in the post process. And then after that, I actually started my way. So I at the top of the falls. I started my way down the falls, and it's little stairs, and each little a few hundred feet or so, there's a little platform for the stairs to change direction. So each little platform, I think, got more and more interesting as I got further and further down. But I love these shots as you're looking through the trees down at the waterfall, and it just goes to show you, again, your destination, at least what you have in mind, which is, in my case, the base of the waterfall. Don't just speed through the journey. That can be a mistake. So that's why I said some of these pictures I've taken have been, I think, some of my favorites. We did one in black and white. I kind of like that interpretation. And so as you further you go down, this last one I took definitely was one of my favorites there. I really love how the cascading waterfall fits just so neatly in between the branches there. So I was pleased with that. Then we slowly got to the base of the waterfall, and you actually cross over it. And you see the little bridge there, and you can see the top where you kind of start in the cascading waterfall. So this is not one of these waterfalls where you can just go to the one viewpoint and you can see the whole thing. You really see different parts of it depending on where you are, and it's a very long waterfall, really. In fact, there's a wider shot which gives you a greater extent of it, but even that, you're not seeing the entire thing. There's still a lot going on. So as we proceeded further down this waterfall into the little stream there, got this nice shot with the leaves surrounding it again, the water kind of cascading. Just the simplicity of it, the composition, I think really spoke to me. And just goes to show you, when you're looking at something really big, it's pays to look at the smaller parts as well. So I was really pleased with that. I also talking about smaller parts, I also photographed some kind of more intimate details of it. We've got, in fact, let me start with the top of the waterfall, because one I didn't show you there. It's kind of a little cross section of where a log comes together. There's some branches there. I thought that was a nice little area to study there. And as we proceeded further down, you've got some of the greenery there, which there are, I guess, some evergreen plants there through most of the year. Then you got the waterfall. I thought that was a nice composition, nice, pleasant thing. Again, focus on those details. It really is worth it. And I think as well, just a technical item. These were all very long exposures, 1 to 2 seconds, which I guess isn't super long, but definitely something you need a tripod for. But I really liked how the water, that flow was created by that, as opposed to just having a solid picture of the water frozen there. I think it really accentuated that. So if you are shooting waterfalls or water, I definitely recommend take that long exposure, bring the tripod with you. It's definitely worth the extra weight. So that is Amicalola Falls. Try and say that 5 times. And again, I really enjoyed the trip. Even though it was in late fall, I still think we got some great shots. In fact, I've taken some more water shots, even a little bit with less color now, and I think you can really still find some gems out there. So don't be scared away necessarily by by winter and the lack of color if you're waiting for snow, or maybe snow doesn't come where you are, you can still find a few things out there. So do appreciate you watching On Location at Amicalola Falls in northern Georgia. And on behalf of Nala and I, we will see you next time. You have a good one. Bye-bye. Here we go. I need you to sit right there. Excellent. Just don't move the whole time. Lay. Look. Here. You sit here.